Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. GC here. And now we go on the great research fix. Or at least we try. You already know there's a problem with silicon. In that there wasn't much of it, but there is lots now. Hold on. How are you doing? Oh, sulfuric acid as well. What's that being used for? Hold on. What's out here? Oh, it makes these. Oh. Alright. Processes are being produced, but not awe-inspiringly quickly. They are good, so these are going flat out. Run out again. Classic. That would indicate that we are requiring more than we can produce. It just says plus 400 in transit, it's just shipping it over as fast as it can. Well, I'll keep the processors flowing for a bit, but it's not great. We need to produce more of these. Yeah, sure, I could put more strain on my copper. Which is already a bit of a mess. The miner seems to be able to handle it. What we're going to do is at the end of the line, I need to pull this up. I need to produce one of those. It's a long and laborious process because I'm lazy. Upgrade. Yeah, we're just not getting shipments fast enough. I'm pretty sure the other side of this has its 10 as well. And most of them are just sitting there waiting. They're not actually doing anything. They're literally waiting for the other planet's ones to do all the work for them. Lazy shits. Never mind them. So I've increased production, but we don't have enough supply of stuff from the other planet. So I'll have to fix that at some point, but I do need this to here. What's the issue here? Apparently it's a lack of water. What is your issue? It is something as simple as a lack of water. Righto. A lack of water. Mining. Because this is... That's totally what this is. Oh. The thingy needs to be done. We slap that down and we just tack it into the system. There we go. And around. Go. Don't have any power. Of course you don't. Why would I have thought you had any power? Right, come out there. Come up. Connected to that. There we go. Tacked in yet more water. It's definitely a system you can tell has been bolted onto many, many times. As long as that starts filling up, we'll be alright. That one's being supplied by almost solely that one. He's chilling out in the water. Don't mind him. He's cleaning his feet. Obviously. While the idiot in charge operating this is staring at a line of water blocks. Because water can become blocks. Yeah, it's slowly building up. Okay. What's your problem? Lack of refined oil. Mm-hmm. Not enough oil is getting down the line, eh? Even though we have a massive tank of it. And an external patch feed that isn't working. And that's not working because we've got too much hydrogen. Yes. Storage! I need a quick fix. Thank you. How does one consume more hydrogen? Yeah. How do you consume more hydrogen when... when your supply is already... Oh. So no, we can make more. Right, we all know what that means. Even more opportunities to stress the system. Juice. Upgrade. When in doubt, make it go a little bit faster. It's not like we don't have an abundant supply here, is it? Huh. We don't have an awful lot of power issues either. Just saying. Saying we don't have some power issues. So, oil. I do have one other oil site. That allows me to give a check on these. What? Oh. Oh, right. This is full because greens. Because we're not supplying enough greens yet. Because we don't have a backlog of them like we do here. Okay, well I know how to fix that problem. But first we're going to check out this oil. This is one of the bits I produced off camera. Yes, figured as much. It's full. Alright. It's fine. It won't take much to rejig this. Storage. When in doubt, bodge it. It's not the best plan. It does drain this lot out and allows the oil to keep going because the system was working perfectly fine until you realise that if one's backed up on hydrogen, the other one's backed up on hydrogen as well, and there isn't a way of just, I don't know, destroying it yet. There's no way of destroying it yet. There we go, back to normal. God. Should really find out if I'm still pulling hydrogen from the gas giant. If I am, I don't think I need that input supply anymore. I may have already, in my infinite wisdom, turned it off. I'm looking. No, I'm looking for the big ones. Yes. Remote storage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to 0. So what it will do is it will just drain. I don't want to store it here. Okay, you can locally supply it, and if I need to turn it back on, I can ramp it up. And I can remotely demand it again. But given how much we've got stashed, I swear the names aren't sticking. Pretty sure I named that one. I name you. Nope. Well, let's go to one I know I've named. I know I have named these ones over here. No, it does stick. It just means I haven't been naming them. Duh, bad X program. Bad. You should always name your things. You never know when you'll need to refer to them. This tiny amount of purples. Just yeah. We're out of processors again. Yeah, that's the annoying thing. We can't do the better mining or the better smelting. Because to actually produce them requires a special material which we don't have access to here. What about you? Do you require something special? No, you don't. You don't require anything special. We just got to slowly get through that. What's the research queue on the dude? God. Yeah. Processors. Processors are the problem now. It's less the processors and more the conductive silicon doodads. Thingamybobs, doohickeys, thingamajobby, these little buggers. It's these. But it's less the problem and more the supply sucks ass. We transmit more than like 400 a pop. The only way to know is to go to the other planet again. Scan around. There you are. Give me a course through the planet. Oh, of course it is. Up. Go. Right. ETA for splatdown is about 30 seconds. Which is nice because I get to readjust my course. And then look over here. Burning! See, it is being built. It is nice. It's just really, 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 really slowly. But then this is me. What do you expect? It's always going to be a bit slow. Splat. Boing. Oh, that wasn't a splat. That was a boing. Fancy. Pulse. Oh, face. Alright, here we go. Let's have us a look. Right. That's a local logistic. Here we are. Yep. It's a lack of supply. So once again, I find myself having to slap yet more on. There's no way of speeding these little buggers up. Really be paying attention to how little of the standard belt I've got. There we go, right. Make that. Is they even putting a dent in this? No, not really. This is just chunked straight full. And that one's not at full capacity because it's blipping on and off. These are full bore. It's slowly draining. Well, there's no point in not pushing it to a breaking point. There is a point to not pushing it to breaking point. That will cause even more problems. Hello, sir. Can you output your product properly? Yes, you can. Well, I reckon by the time we get to this point here, it won't be able to add much more, and that would be full. It's a lot. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there's also the statistics panel, which I never ever want to look at, ever. That's like dark art. That is. So we're supplying this thing, but obviously it's not exactly utilising all of its craft, is it? You'd have to be receiving an awful lot more product to do that, but on our scan we only saw one of this, so You don't have any. Of course you don't. Yeah, that's telling us everything in the entire system. And the only silicon is here. Yeah. Oh, fudge. And of course, I don't think I have the research to look elsewhere. The other upgrades. This one, I would view the vein reserves in planetary systems within 6 light years. In all planetary systems. Oh, piss. Plus, of course, I can't actually use warp. One space warp. Huh. Increase the max warp speed in space. Yep. More research required. Shite. I think something like vein utilization. Well, that's an infinite one. Oh god. Yes, right. Okay, so that's another use for the universe matrix, which requires the everything plus antimatter. I think that's antimatter. Yes, and it's infinite. Oh, this is interesting. This also increases storage caps. I'll go stack count. Oh, interesting. That's brand new research. Well, I'm complaining that my logistics vessels can't carry enough, but, you know, there isn't enough supply at the other end. That doesn't require greens. That's alright then. Neither does that one. That one does. So we can utilise some of these old ones. Apart from I think that purples also require processors. Yep. We go. My bottleneck is now silicon, and there's naff all I can do about it because I can't magic up more silicon. You know what? You get off this list. I don't need more magical, mystical technology. I need core 4. Queue that up. Queue that up. I need to be able to get to other planets, basically. That does mean that the logistics will need to be able to carry. Unlocks logistic vessel warp. There. So that I can supply logistics vessels, warpers, and then they can follow me to another system. Oh, great Glavets! Well, we knew we'd be bottlenecked by something. I didn't quite think it would be this. This innocuous green stuff. Well, never mind. Shit happens. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go about here. Get a shot of the everything. Even this is not enough. Not enough silicon. Or, to do an ancient classical quote, require more silicon. You could replace silicon with either minerals or Vespian gas and you get the quote. So, on that annoying note, I'm gonna have to pass time until we can warp. Which will be once that one's done, because that allows our personal warp. And then hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to go to other planets while that one's doing its thing, and we can find some silicon and put down everything we need. Yeah. I think I'll bring a lot of solar panels or something. Because I've got to ship power. Somehow. Just brain hurts. Right. At this point, I'm just going to cut to the chase and go, this is JC. Out.